right, mate. Let's look here. Does BNX look weak? It has been that almost an inverse correlation. Like when this crashed, the market bottomed here, and the rest of the market started to bounce. But you know, there has been that sort of inverse correlation. BNX, yeah, it was definitely some sort of sign when this did crash because it had been so strong the whole time. I don't know what I was drawing here. I must have been drawing this on a weekly chart or something for a big candle up. We didn't quite get there to what I was drawing at, but we got most of the way there. Anyway, let's just delete that. You're asking, does it look weak? I would say yes. Yeah, like I don't like you know, it's a bit of a bear flag. It can hold up, but I would get very weary here on a stop onto the previous high, especially after a large drop like this. Now we do know that these can keep going. They can keep going, but like if you remember Bitcoin in the there's a good example here. You know, you kind of get that sideways action. See here, you know, so they definitely can keep going. And this is a stop onto that previous high, and you know it dropped, and then you broke up again. So I would be watching for something like that. Yes, this is a weak pattern, but sometimes you can get failures on the market. I'm just trying to move these. Sometimes you can get failures in the market, and you just kind of need to look out for that. At this point, it is, I would say, it's a bearish pattern. You know, oh, I don't know what I clicked there. It is a bit of a rising wedge, and rising wedges do tend to break down. Like you could have drew that there as well, and you can kind of see. So if it does hold up here and start building some sort of bullish pressure, it's definitely worth watching. Now this is a different setup because the daily was recapturing the white 100 moving average here. It is slightly different, but even still, if this grinds here for a period of time, this white 100 is going to drop down into price, and somehow if the market remains strong, like, you know, if this kind of dropped down into here, and before you know it, we could come back up into here, and we could recapture that, and it could move. Okay, so it's definitely worth watching and seeing how it develops. I would suggest that this is a weak pattern, but you know, anything can happen. Like something like that could reoccur and could happen again. So I don't think it's easy to call. To be fair, I would not be buying here. To me, that is weak on this stop hunt area. That's a place we do not want to be buying. So for me, it's you need to let it develop. You can see here that the monthly is still green, right? And you know, what happens if we open up the next month and we do get some sort of continuation on a new month? Just pretend that's green there. I'll just change this over. You know, sometimes you can get that continuation. This is a big wide open candle, and there's probably no volume on it. Let's just have a quick look. I mean, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. It's kind of the same everywhere. I thought maybe there might be less volume in the middle of this drop here, but there's quite a bit. You can see clearly though that right here, you can see right there is a big level. You know, above that there is more. That'll be resistance. So are we going to continue to bounce up into that? Yeah, it's possible. But for me, I definitely would not be buying it here because it's into that bearish stop hunt. But this can develop into a more bullish pattern at this point. Look here. So you can see obviously in the drop, there's not that much volume up here, but obviously there is volume way on back. There's plenty of volume on back here, and you can see it better there. But yeah, I would say it's weak for now, but we need to see how it develops. And there is the chance that this could, if this drops down into this sort of support, you can see the POC down here as well, and somehow holds up, there might be another leg. Okay, but for now, I would not be buying this.